All right, so now we're going to create our sheets, and you'll see that a lot of them are already created, but we need to do a few more, and I'm going to walk you through that. You might notice that these have been renamed. I've added a 0 in front of the one from this number 1, 2, 3, whatever. The reason for that is that when you create your print set, A1 will come first, and you would think it would be A2, but because this is also an A1, just has a 0 behind it, it comes next. So I didn't want that. I don't want you guys to have that. It's weird to have the details happen at that point. So we're going to put a 0 in front of all the singular numbers. And then once we get up to double digits, it doesn't matter. It'll all be good. So start doing that while I'm talking. There'll be a couple other changes. I don't like the fact that the elevations have like two numbers. The building sections have two numbers. What I mean by two numbers is it's A04 and an A05. That doesn't make any sense. So right now we're going to be turning in our elevation. So what I want you to do is rename this 805, call it 804.2, and rename this 804.1. Okay, so that'll be good. And then when we do other floor plans, like when we eventually will have second floor plan, well, actually we might do it now. It'll be 01, this will be 01.1. And then the second floor would be 01.2. And we'll do the same thing with ceiling plans. We'll always start with 01 for the first floor and then 02 beyond that. Roof plan won't matter. We're not worried about this right now. We may eventually be. And we will go ahead. We may have more detail sheets, so we'll do that as a 10.1. So get that set up. All right, so to get this going, you're on your first floor sheet. You're going to just grab the level 1. You'll see that, I think I may have already covered this, but these that have blue, those are already on sheets. So for whatever reason, they already put the elevations on a sheet, but they didn't put the level 1. So you drag it over, click down, and then my preference is for you to shrink this line, get it closer to the title, and to not have your crop marks on. So it really should show up when you're outside of it without the crop marks. Now for it there, so you can see it. So that's perfect. If you see crop marks, so these are turned on, please turn that off. All right, so make sure that you can see all your bubbles. It's not in the title block portion of your sheet, and that should be good. Okay, let's go ahead and make a second sheet. We'll make it empty, I think. Yeah, okay. And this one we will call the second floor plan. So I'm just going to drag level 2 over. Whoa, what just happened? Level 2. Let's see. So we're going to kind of put it in place. Go into it. And we'll get these crop marks. This probably is closer to what you're witnessing right now in doing the first sheet, because I'd kind of already done that one, but this one needs to be fixed. Okay, great. Make sure that's off. Okay, so that's level 2. We probably should call it second floor. Try to stay with the same kind of way I was doing the other ones. All right. You guys know that you need a project name and whatnot. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay. All right. So that's second floor. I mean, so you want to go through, you want to, make sure you have that. Let's see, we should make sure we have a reflective ceiling plan. Essentially, this is going to be the way that we know certain elements in place. So this will definitely be graded because we need to make sure that you've done you've done all the modeling. Okay. Great. And so we'll also have a second floor reflective ceiling plan. So if you don't see it here, you would have to go up to view and under plan views, make sure you got it. You'd click on the number 2. It looks like that's already kind of been, created for you. So that's good. You won't need to have these tags. Those are what I put on it. But essentially, you'll go through the same routine, create yourself A02.2, and so you'll turn that in. Also, you'll get your elevations kind of squared away. So crop them and all that. This is incorrect. This is more correct. And then you'll also turn in your A10.1. And that should be a nice axonometric view of your building. This is probably the view that I would take just so we can kind of see the major elements of 2 facades. All right, that's it, guys.